Protect yourself by staying silent. For in moments of silence, you reclaim control over your emotions, energy, and responses. In today's fast-paced world, where every interaction demands a reaction, silence offers a sanctuary where you can pause, reflect, and act with purpose. Staying silent is not about avoidance, but about choosing your battles wisely. It's about recognizing that not every situation requires your input or response. By holding back words and reactions, you create space to process, ensuring that your actions align with your values and long-term goals. Silence helps you conserve energy, avoid unnecessary conflict, and maintain your inner peace, allowing you to navigate life with clarity and intention. Silence holds a unique and often underestimated power in our lives. It is not merely the absence of sound, but a profound state that allows individuals to reclaim their energy and direct their focus toward what truly matters. In a world saturated with noise, chatter, and distractions, silence offers a sanctuary where one can pause, reflect, and reconnect with their inner self. This ability to retreat into silence is a form of strength, as it enables a person to regain control over their emotions, thoughts, and energy. When we embrace silence, we create a space for introspection. It allows us to step away from the overwhelming demands of the external world and turn inward where clarity often resides. In these quiet moments, we are free to analyze our experiences, identify our priorities, and evaluate the things that truly bring meaning to our lives. This reflection is essential for personal growth, as it fosters self-awareness and helps us understand the motivations behind our actions and choices. The more we engage in silence, the more we realize its role in helping us navigate life with purpose and intention. Silence also empowers us to conserve our energy, both mental and emotional. In the noise of daily life, energy is frequently wasted on unproductive conversations, impulsive reactions, and needless conflicts. By choosing silence, we protect our reserves and direct our focus to areas that deserve our attention. This preservation of energy is not a withdrawal, but a conscious decision to prioritize the things that matter most. Through silence, we learn to let go of trivial concerns, to disengage from distractions, and to channel our efforts toward what genuinely enriches our lives. Furthermore, silence has the remarkable ability to grant us control over how we respond to the world. It creates a buffer, a pause that allows us to process events and interactions before reacting impulsively. This pause is invaluable, especially in emotionally charged situations where words spoken in haste might escalate conflicts or cause regret. Silence gives us the opportunity to observe and understand, enabling us to approach challenges with a clear and measured mindset. In doing so, it enhances our ability to make decisions that align with our values and long-term goals. Beyond self-reflection and control, silence fosters an environment where wisdom can emerge. In the absence of noise, we become more attuned to the subtleties of our surroundings. We notice things that might have gone unnoticed amid the clamor, and we gain insights that help us see situations more holistically. This newfound awareness deepens our understanding of the world and our place within it, enriching our perspective and guiding our actions. Silence, then, is not a void, but a fertile ground for growth and enlightenment. The power of silence extends to our relationships with others. In moments of quiet, we listen more intently, fostering connections built on genuine understanding and empathy. Silence communicates respect and patience, showing that we value the presence of the other person without the need for constant dialogue. It strengthens bonds by creating a space where both parties feel heard and understood, free from the pressure of immediate responses or judgments. This quiet understanding enhances the quality of our interactions and deepens the trust we share with those around us. Silence is not merely a retreat from the world, but a way of engaging with it more meaningfully. It helps us filter through the chaos, discern what is important, and focus on what truly matters. In a culture that often glorifies constant communication and action, silence reminds us of the value of stillness. It challenges us to embrace moments of quiet as opportunities to recalibrate and refocus. By incorporating silence into our lives, we can navigate the demands of the modern world with a sense of balance, clarity, and peace. In essence, silence is a source of strength and renewal. It empowers us to reclaim our energy, reflect on our priorities, and approach life with greater mindfulness. It is a tool that not only protects us from the noise of the world, but also enhances our ability to engage with it on our own terms. Through silence, we find clarity amidst chaos, wisdom amidst confusion, and peace amidst turmoil. It is in the quiet that we discover what truly matters, allowing us to live with purpose, intention, and authenticity. Silence holds a transformative power that fosters clarity, wisdom, and a deeper understanding of the situations we encounter in life. It is within the quiet moments, free from distractions and noise, that we often gain the insights we need to move forward with purpose and precision. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with stimuli demanding our attention, silence becomes not just a luxury, but a necessity for cultivating the clarity we need to navigate the complexities of life. It offers a reprieve from the chaos and provides the space required to process our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. When we embrace silence, we create an environment where reflection becomes possible. In these quiet moments, our minds are free to explore the deeper layers of our experiences, uncovering patterns and connections that may otherwise go unnoticed. This reflective process is essential for fostering clarity, as it allows us to separate the noise of external influences from our true thoughts and feelings. Clarity emerges when we can see things as they truly are, not clouded by preconceived notions or the pressures of the world around us. Silence, therefore, serves as a lens through which we can view our lives and decisions with greater focus and precision. Wisdom often arises in the stillness of silence. Without the constant chatter of external voices or the distractions of a busy environment, we are better able to listen to our own inner voice. This voice, often drowned out in the rush of daily life, carries the intuitive wisdom that guides us toward choices aligned with our values and long-term goals. Wisdom is not merely about acquiring knowledge. It is about applying what we know in ways that serve our highest good. Silence provides the fertile ground for this wisdom to take root, as it allows us to consider the implications of our actions and to understand the broader context of our decisions. Understanding deepens in the absence of noise, as silence encourages us to pay attention to the nuances of our surroundings and interactions. When we pause to observe without speaking, we notice details we might otherwise overlook. The body language of others, the tone of a conversation, or the unspoken emotions present in a situation become more apparent when we are not preoccupied with formulating a response. This heightened awareness enables us to gain a more comprehensive understanding of the dynamics at play, helping us to navigate situations with empathy and insight. Silence allows us to step back and see the bigger picture, providing a perspective that transcends the immediate circumstances. In silence, we also gain the opportunity to process our emotions without the interference of external input. This processing is crucial for achieving emotional clarity, as it helps us understand why we feel the way we do and how best to respond to those feelings. Often when emotions are high, speaking immediately can lead to misunderstandings or reactions we later regret. Silence gives us the time and space to sit with our emotions, allowing them to settle so that we can approach situations with a calm and composed demeanor. It fosters emotional resilience as we learn to manage our internal world before engaging with the external one. The power of silence extends beyond personal clarity and understanding. It also impacts how we interact with others. By choosing to remain silent in moments of conflict or tension, we create space for resolution rather than escalation. Silence can diffuse hostility, as it prevents us from reacting impulsively and gives us time to assess the situation from a more balanced perspective. It communicates restraint and maturity, signaling that we are not ruled by our emotions, but are instead thoughtful and intentional in our actions. In this way, silence strengthens our relationships as it fosters trust and respect through measured responses. Silence also acts as a bridge to deeper connections with others. When we listen in silence, we demonstrate that we value the perspectives and feelings of those around us. This active listening builds rapport and creates an atmosphere of mutual understanding. By giving others the space to express themselves fully, we gain insights into their experiences and viewpoints, broadening our own understanding of the world. Silence in conversation is not a void, but a space filled with potential for growth, empathy, and connection. Beyond its role in relationships, silence becomes a tool for self-discovery. In these quiet moments, free from judgment and expectation, we reconnect with our authentic selves. In this space, we can explore our aspirations, fears, and values without external interference. This self-awareness is the foundation of wisdom, as it enables us to align our actions with our authentic selves. Silence provides the solitude necessary for this exploration, helping us to uncover the truths that guide us toward a fulfilling and purposeful life. Silence possesses a profound power that shields individuals from unnecessary conflicts and protects them from the regret that often follows hasty words. In the fast-paced world we inhabit, where immediate responses and quick reactions are often encouraged, the value of silence is frequently overlooked. Yet silence serves as a boundary that prevents emotional escalation, providing a space for reflection and thoughtful engagement instead of impulsive reactions. It acts as a safeguard against the turbulence of misunderstandings and emotional outbursts, enabling us to navigate difficult situations with clarity and composure. When faced with conflict, the instinct to defend ourselves or assert our perspective can be overwhelming. However, in moments of silence, we create an opportunity to pause and consider the consequences of our words. Silence allows us to step back and view the situation from a broader perspective, rather than reacting based on the heat of the moment. This pause is invaluable because it helps to prevent the escalation of conflict. Words spoken in anger or frustration often serve to fuel misunderstandings and deepen divisions. Silence, by contrast, acts as a calming force, giving both parties time to cool down and reflect before further engaging. Silence also acts as a filter, preventing us from saying things we might later regret. In the midst of heightened emotions, it is all too easy to utter words that do not align with our true intentions or values. These words, once spoken, cannot be retracted, and their impact can linger far beyond the moment in which they were said. Choosing silence provides a moment to assess whether speaking is necessary, beneficial, or likely to cause harm. This restraint not only protects our relationships, but also preserves our integrity, as it ensures that our actions align with the person we aspire to be. Moreover, silence is a form of emotional protection, allowing us to shield ourselves from being drawn into arguments that serve no constructive purpose. Many conflicts arise not from a genuine need for resolution, but from a desire to assert dominance or validate one's own viewpoint. Engaging in such conflicts often leads to a depletion of energy and emotional well-being, leaving us feeling drained and frustrated. By choosing silence, we refuse to participate in this cycle. We conserve our energy for matters that truly matter and refuse to be pulled into disputes that do not align with our priorities or values. Silence also fosters a sense of control, as it allows us to dictate the terms of our engagement with others. When we choose silence, we maintain power over our emotions and responses. This control is particularly vital in situations where others may seek to provoke us or elicit a reaction. By remaining silent, we deny them the ability to influence our state of mind or dictate our behavior. Silence, in this sense, becomes an act of empowerment, enabling us to stand firm in our values and maintain our emotional equilibrium, regardless of external pressures. In addition to protecting against unnecessary conflicts, silence can serve as a tool for de-escalation. When emotions are running high, silence creates a pause in which tension can dissipate. This pause allows all parties involved to regain their composure and reconsider their positions. In many cases, the absence of immediate responses creates space for empathy and understanding to emerge, as individuals have time to reflect on the other person's perspective. Silence, therefore, not only protects us from saying things we might regret, but also fosters an environment in which conflicts can be resolved constructively and amicably. The protective power of silence extends beyond interpersonal conflicts to include the broader scope of how we engage with the world. In our interactions with social media, news, and public discourse, silence can be a powerful means of self-preservation. The constant demand to react, comment, or defend our opinions can be overwhelming and emotionally exhausting. By choosing silence, we free ourselves from the pressure to respond to every stimulus, allowing us to focus on the aspects of life that truly matter. Silence helps us reclaim our time and energy, which can then be directed toward personal growth, meaningful relationships, and pursuits that align with our goals. Silence also protects us by allowing us to process our thoughts and emotions before sharing them with others. In moments of silence, we can reflect on our experiences, gain clarity on our feelings, and determine the most effective way to communicate. This reflective process not only prevents misunderstandings, but also ensures that our words carry weight and meaning when we do choose to speak. Silence, therefore, enhances the quality of our communication by encouraging thoughtfulness and intentionality. Silence serves as a powerful boundary and an essential tool for self-care, enabling individuals to conserve their emotional, mental, and physical energy while fostering personal well-being. In a world that constantly demands attention, energy, and engagement, silence offers a sanctuary where one can recharge and refocus. Choosing silence is not about avoidance or withdrawal, but rather a deliberate decision to prioritize oneself over the endless noise and distractions that can drain our vitality. It is an act of self-preservation and self-respect, allowing us to safeguard our inner resources and maintain balance in our lives. By embracing silence, we create a protective boundary that shields us from negativity. The energy we expend on arguments, unnecessary conversations, or unproductive conflicts can be overwhelming, leaving us depleted and emotionally strained. Silence, however, acts as a filter, enabling us to disengage from situations that do not serve our well-being. It allows us to step back from interactions that carry negativity or toxicity, creating space for us to focus on nurturing our own peace. This choice to remain silent is not about passivity, but about consciously deciding where to direct our energy and attention. Silence also plays a critical role in conserving mental energy. The constant barrage of information, opinions, and demands in modern life can overwhelm the mind, leaving little room for clarity or focus. When we choose silence, we allow ourselves the opportunity to pause and process. This pause is invaluable for decluttering our thoughts and creating mental clarity. It is within moments of silence that we can identify what truly matters and let go of the mental noise that clouds our judgment. Silence gives us the space to think deeply, to plan, and to align our actions with our priorities. On a physical level, silence is restorative. The body, much like the mind, requires moments of stillness to recover from the stresses of daily life. Silence can be a form of rest, a time when the body and mind are not engaged in constant activity. It is during these moments of quiet that the body can heal and the mind can recalibrate. In a society that often glorifies busyness, silence serves as a reminder that rest is not only acceptable, but necessary for sustaining physical health and vitality. By choosing silence, we honor the needs of our bodies and create a foundation for long-term well-being. As a tool for self-care, silence is deeply empowering because it allows us to set boundaries that protect our energy. Boundaries are essential for maintaining healthy relationships, and a balanced life. Yet they are often difficult to establish in a culture that values constant connectivity. Silence, however, makes it easier to draw these lines, as it provides a non-confrontational way to disengage from situations or interactions that feel draining. It is a way of saying no without explanation, a way of prioritizing our own needs without the need for justification. Silence in this context is an assertion of self-worth, a way of valuing our energy and time. The choice to embrace silence also encourages mindfulness. In moments of quiet, we become more aware of our surroundings, our emotions, and our thoughts. This heightened awareness allows us to recognize what brings us joy and fulfillment, as well as what detracts from our peace. Mindfulness cultivated through silence is a powerful tool for self-care because it helps us make intentional choices that align with our values and desires. When we are silent, we are better able to listen to our inner voice, the part of us that knows what we truly need. This inner guidance becomes clearer when it is not competing with the noise of the external world. Silence can also transform the way we interact with others. By choosing to remain silent in certain situations, we demonstrate a level of control and maturity that fosters respect. Silence can diffuse tension in conflicts, prevent misunderstandings, and create a space for constructive dialogue. It allows us to listen more deeply, to understand the perspectives of others, and to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. This thoughtful approach not only strengthens our relationships, but also protects our emotional well-being, as it reduces the likelihood of unnecessary disputes or regrets. In addition to its protective qualities, silence offers a means of self-discovery. It provides the solitude needed to reflect on our goals, desires, and emotions without external interference. In the quiet, we can reconnect with our authentic selves and gain clarity about what we want from life. This process of self-reflection is an integral part of self-care, as it helps us to realign with our purpose and values. Silence creates a space where we can dream, plan, and recharge, equipping us with the strength and determination needed to pursue our aspirations. Silence plays a profound role in relationships and communication, offering a powerful means of fostering deeper connections, understanding, and mutual respect. It challenges the common perception that effective communication relies solely on spoken words, and instead reveals that silence can be an equally, if not more, impactful tool. By choosing silence in the right moments, we create space for active listening, empathy, and meaningful connection. Silence, far from being a void, becomes a bridge that brings people closer together, allowing relationships to thrive in ways that words alone cannot achieve. In relationships, silence creates a safe space for active listening. When we resist the urge to interrupt or immediately share our thoughts, we offer our full attention to the other person. This active listening demonstrates respect and a genuine interest in understanding their perspective. It allows them to express themselves fully, knowing that they are being heard without judgment or haste. Silence conveys patience, showing that we value their words and emotions. This dynamic fosters trust and openness, as it reassures the speaker that their voice matters and that they are not just speaking into a void of superficial engagement. Silence also serves as a powerful way to communicate empathy and understanding without words. In moments of difficulty or vulnerability, it is often not what we say, but our presence that provides comfort. Silence allows us to be fully present with someone, offering support that goes beyond verbal reassurances. It says, without speaking, that we are here, that we see their pain, and that we care. This silent presence can be more profound than any spoken expression of sympathy, as it acknowledges the depth of their emotions without attempting to fill the space with empty words. It respects the gravity of the moment, providing a sense of solidarity that words may fail to convey. During conflicts, silence is a tool for de-escalation and thoughtful engagement. Emotions often run high during disagreements, and the instinct to react quickly can lead to words spoken in frustration or anger. These impulsive reactions can escalate the conflict, creating barriers to resolution. Silence, however, introduces a pause, a moment to reflect, to cool down, and to approach the situation with greater clarity. By choosing not to respond immediately, we give ourselves and others the opportunity to regain composure, allowing the conversation to proceed in a more constructive and respectful manner. This deliberate pause often prevents misunderstandings and helps to preserve the integrity of the relationship. Silence during conflict encourages deeper understanding by giving us time to listen without interruption. This creates an opportunity to recognize the emotions driving the disagreement, fostering empathy and mutual resolution. This understanding is crucial for resolving conflicts in a way that honors the needs and feelings of all parties involved. Silence helps us move beyond surface-level arguments and toward deeper conversations that address underlying issues. It encourages collaboration and mutual respect, as it demonstrates a willingness to prioritize the relationship over the need to win the argument. In addition to preventing escalation, silence can transform the way we communicate in everyday interactions. It encourages intentionality in our words, prompting us to speak only when we have something meaningful to contribute. This intentional communication reduces misunderstandings, as it ensures that our words are thoughtful and aligned with our true intentions. Silence therefore elevates the quality of our conversations, making them more impactful and less cluttered with unnecessary commentary. It invites us to choose our words carefully, fostering clarity and depth in our interactions. Silence deepens relationships by fostering mutual respect. Imagine a conversation where one person pauses instead of interrupting, allowing the other to fully express themselves. That quiet moment not only demonstrates patience, but also shows genuine respect for the other's perspective. This respect strengthens the bond between individuals, as it creates an environment where both parties feel valued and understood. Silence is not about withholding or retreating, but about creating room for meaningful connection and understanding. It is a gift we offer to one another, a way of saying, "I see you and I honor your experience." In moments of joy or shared understanding, silence can be just as powerful as in times of conflict. There are times when no words are needed to communicate the depth of connection between two people. A shared look, a moment of quiet laughter, or simply sitting together in silence can convey a sense of closeness that words could never capture. These moments of quiet connection remind us that the essence of a relationship often lies not in what is said, but in what is felt. Silence becomes a language of its own, one that speaks directly to the heart. Silence also encourages us to reflect on our own emotions and reactions within relationships. By taking a moment of silence before responding, we can evaluate whether our words are coming from a place of understanding or from a place of defensiveness or frustration. This self-awareness is essential for maintaining healthy relationships, as it ensures that our communication is guided by empathy and respect rather than by impulsive emotions. Silence helps us to approach interactions with greater mindfulness, fostering a sense of harmony and balance in our relationships. Silence holds immense potential as a form of empowerment, offering individuals the ability to step back, observe, and respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. It is a tool that provides control over one's actions and emotions, enabling a measured approach to life's challenges. By choosing silence, we grant ourselves the time to assess situations with clarity, gaining insights that might otherwise be missed in the noise of immediate reactions. This intentional pause fosters wisdom and ensures that our responses align with our values and goals. When we choose silence, we create a space for observation. Observation is the key to understanding the dynamics of a situation, whether it involves people, environments, or challenges. By observing without the immediate need to respond, we gain a deeper awareness of the motives, emotions, and behaviors at play. This awareness is crucial for making informed decisions, as it allows us to see beyond surface-level interactions and recognize the underlying patterns that shape events. Silence gives us the upper hand, enabling us to act with purpose and precision rather than being swept away by the tide of impulsive reactions. Silence protects personal goals by shielding them from premature criticism and negativity. Keeping plans private allows them to grow stronger before facing external scrutiny. This protective silence allows our aspirations to grow in a nurturing environment, free from the influence of others. It is not about secrecy, but about preserving the integrity of our goals until they are strong enough to withstand external scrutiny. Furthermore, silence is a shield against manipulative behaviors. In interactions where others may seek to provoke, control, or influence us for their own gain, silence becomes a powerful defense. By refusing to engage in manipulative tactics, we deny others the opportunity to undermine our autonomy or sway our decisions. Silence signals that we are in control of ourselves and that we will not be easily manipulated or coerced. This quiet strength often disarms those who seek to exploit us, as they find themselves unable to penetrate the calm and composed barrier that silence provides. Maintaining composure in the face of adversity is another empowering aspect of silence. When emotions run high, whether due to conflict, stress, or external pressures, silence acts as a stabilizing force. It allows us to remain grounded, giving us the time to process our emotions before they dictate our actions. This composure is a mark of strength, as it demonstrates our ability to stay in control of our internal state regardless of external circumstances. Silence enables us to project confidence and resilience, qualities that not only empower us, but also inspire respect from others. The empowerment of silence extends to communication, where it becomes a tool for asserting boundaries and commanding respect. When we choose not to respond to certain provocations or unnecessary conversations, we signal that our energy and attention are valuable. This selective engagement teaches others to approach us with thoughtfulness and respect, as they recognize that we do not waste our words or time on trivial matters. Silence, in this sense, is not about avoidance, but about setting a standard for the quality and purpose of our interactions. Silence also empowers us by fostering self-reflection. In moments of quiet, we can turn inward, examining our thoughts, emotions, and desires without distraction. This introspection is crucial for personal growth, as it allows us to understand ourselves on a deeper level. Silence provides the clarity needed to identify our priorities and align our actions with our true selves. It is in these moments of self-reflection that we find the strength to pursue our dreams and make decisions that honor our values. Silence becomes a source of inner power, guiding us toward a life of authenticity and purpose. In professional and social settings, silence can be a strategic advantage. When faced with challenges or high-stakes situations, the ability to remain silent and observe often reveals opportunities and solutions that might otherwise go unnoticed. Silence demonstrates confidence and patience, qualities that are highly valued in leadership and decision-making. It shows that we are not driven by impulse, but by careful consideration and insight. This deliberate approach not only empowers us, but also enhances our credibility and influence in the eyes of others. Silence as empowerment is also evident in its ability to preserve our energy. Engaging in unnecessary arguments, justifying our actions, or responding to every criticism can be exhausting and counterproductive. By choosing silence, we conserve our energy for the things that truly matter. We focus our efforts on actions and conversations that align with our goals, rather than wasting time and resources on distractions. This intentional allocation of energy is a form of self-care, as it ensures that we remain focused, motivated, and capable of achieving our aspirations. In the end, the narrative circles back to the profound and transformative power of silence. It highlights how silence fosters inner peace and clarity, serving as a refuge amidst the noise of daily life. Silence is not an act of avoidance or retreat, but a mindful choice, a deliberate decision to protect one's energy, conserve emotional and mental resources, and focus on what truly matters. Through silence, we create space to connect deeply with ourselves, allowing us to hear the whispers of our inner voice and the rhythms of the present moment. The story encourages us to embrace silence as a tool for empowerment, reflection, and growth. It reminds us that silence is not an absence of action, but a powerful statement of intention. By choosing when to speak and when to remain silent, we gain control over our responses, nurture our well-being, and strengthen our connection to the world around us. In the stillness of silence, we find the clarity to navigate life with purpose, the wisdom to make thoughtful decisions, and the peace that comes from living authentically. By embracing silence, we unlock its profound gifts: clarity, wisdom, and inner peace. In the stillness, we find the strength to rise above the noise, the courage to pursue what truly matters, and the serenity to live authentically. Silence is not merely the absence of sound, it is the presence of purpose.